I first came to visit this house, what I saw was an interior that didn't match the exterior whatsoever. It was such a cute coastal Cape Cod house on the outside, and then when you walked in, it was dark and it was all these earth tones, and it felt just like a completely different house. The other thing about this house is that from the front, it actually looks quite small, but when you come in, you're greeted with these high ceilings and big spaces. Well, what could be big spaces? A couple of them were broken up. The kitchen was very segmented from the family room. The living room, dining room had this peaked ceiling, which could be very cool, but it was a strange shape and just felt dated. And so lightening and brightening was number one on the list. Number one for the client, certainly number one for us. We replaced all the hardwood floors. They were old and tired, so we went with a nice wide plank, matte finish, European oak, and we inset a beautiful tile in the front entry. And laid in this herringbone, I think it's just a really nice feature when you walk in, and it just feels like a grand entrance. This family does entertain. They love to set beautiful tables, so it was important to have a dining room that sat a good amount of people. We rotated the table in the opposite direction to what you would think you would do. This just gave us more space in the living room. We did bring the two rooms together by doing these built-ins that look like china cabinets because they are on view from the dining room. They do house a lot of the dining pieces and crystalware and tableware and that sort of thing. And it's just really pretty to see, but that little bit of glass just gives some formality to it. The vision we had for the ceiling was beams, and we did really think about how to make it look authentic, like it is the structure of the room. These are not just applied beams. They are, but they don't look like it because they're substantial in size. So dividing up the ceiling in a way that balanced on the space below allowed us to also do these great chandeliers. So that was all planned out really carefully to make sure that it landed in the right spot in the room, in the furniture groupings. The family room also had a really great ceiling. It was just drywall, but I knew that cladding the ceiling in a tongue and groove would be so in keeping with the front and architecture of this house and that Cape Cod feeling. And I love the light fixture, just something oversized. It's a white plaster chandelier, so it's light, but it has some weight and some scale for this space. Probably one of the things we love designing the most are built-ins and cabinetry. Here we tried this detail of an X on the doors. It also helps break up a wide expanse of cabinetry, so we have nice big towers on either end. And we chose this beautiful smoky blue. It's from Sherwin-Williams, and I think just adds that little bit of color that we wanted to bring in. The opening to the kitchen is also a really nice feature. We wanted to take down some walls, but it meant that we had to keep some structural wall on either side. So how do you do that without two columns just kind of floating in the space? We have actually hidden the return air. The other we matched by hiding a speaker. So you've got this detail in the panel at the bottom, and then you've got these beautiful windows sort of inset into the wall above. The post is discreetly hidden to the right and left of these windows, and you would never even know they're there. This kitchen is my favorite palette of just grayish and pale blue and creams and warm veining in that porcelain. It's a high gloss porcelain, so it reflects light really beautifully, very durable. The cabinets are not white. We get asked a lot what color they are. They're actually a very pale blue-gray from Sherwin-Williams called Reflection. And it's just soft and it's fresh, and it also still feels very classic. Not something you're gonna grow tired of very soon. We also do a lot of custom range hoods because we think it's a great opportunity for a focal point in the kitchen because it is so large. This case, we tried a mix of metals, which turned out better than I expected. It's a stainless steel base and the strapping is a satin brass. And I think the combination is really beautiful and very timeless. I love doing a round table in breakfast rooms. I just think that it is more intimate. I think that it's a great place for families to gather for breakfast. And it just feels nice to have a curved feature with all of the rectangles that inevitably happen in a kitchen. Also in this end of the kitchen is the bar. And I love that idea of extending the cabinetry, but breaking it up. So it's not just a sea of kitchen cabinets. This is a built-in unto its own. We put some really handsome handles on the drawers, some smoked mirror on the back of the bar, reflects all that beautiful glass and brass and silver that they have set up. And they actually do use the bar, so it's a great thing to have and very handy. When you first walked into the old principal bedroom and bathroom, you had the bathroom first, just as you do now, but it was much smaller. Then you had this tiny little walk-in closet, which was not serving anybody well. And then tucked in the back was the bedroom, which is a very long hallway. We kept the bathroom at the front, but we stole space from the walk-in closet. We decided to straddle the doorway to the walk-in closet with his and her vanities. They have a beautiful shapely backsplash, gorgeous sconces. This layout allowed us to have a really big walk-in shower. You can have 2 people in it, you can have 1 person in it, and it's got a beautiful marble bench, marble tiles. I just love that we were able to really trick out the bathroom. So now the walk-in closet, it's the pass-through from the bedroom to the bathroom, and it's still very compact, but the storage is much more efficient. It goes all the way to the ceiling. Because it's a small space, it was fun to do a hit of something bold, and that is this wallpaper from Caitlin Wilson, which is so fun and colorful. The other way we fixed this long hallway that inevitably we were going to end up with was we did some inset built-ins on the way down to the bedroom, which are more of a subtle flat panel. And then we did another built-in opposite the bed where they can have some extra storage, which helps. And it's a really nice balance with the bed, but it also draws your eye all the way down this hallway. And so you don't feel like it's a long way to the bedroom with nothing interesting to see. We were able to finish this house top to bottom. You don't often get to say that. Right down to the accessories and the art. Truthfully, we're still adding things to this house all the time. It's something that builds over years. We got to come in and totally style the shelves, work with things they had, bring in some new things. So it does feel decorated, but not overwhelmingly so. And that's why I love it.